Alright, let's start the second half. Down by 6. Down by 6. We need to do something here. We can't start off 0-1. Because that's just not acceptable. Alright, a few more things that I want a few more things I want to say about this game. First of all, the consistency when it comes to fouling is outrageous. No, before I go with that, I should probably explain something. You'll notice that Ganondorf keeps getting taken in and out of the game, and that Samalki Walker guy keeps coming in. Well, the game's programmed in the way that for the first quarter, if one of the players fouls, or commits 2 fouls, then the computer takes that person out until the beginning of the next quarter. And if they commit a 3rd foul, then they get taken out. And then if they commit blah blah blah, it just goes on and on until technically they can never really foul out, because I don't think I ever remember seeing somebody coming in with 5 fouls in the 4th quarter, because 6 fouls and you're out. You can't come back in, you're done. So I've never seen it get to 6. But if you want to be strategic, you can try to get the best players on the team in foul trouble so you can take advantage of that. And for this first game, I didn't really try to do that. I just kind of got lucky. But I'm still losing, or we're still losing, I should say. So it's not like all that great, or not that beneficial, I should say. Yeah, going back to the fouling. Come on, Tina, make these in. Make it in. Tina, make it in! Oh my gosh, we missed so many foul shots. It's so hard. As the difficulty goes up... Alright, okay, wait, Brenda, come on. Come on, Brenda, come on. See, Ganondorf with another foul. Brenda's from France. Oh, that's great. That's great, baby. That's very, very great. Foul shooting is really difficult. I don't know if it's my controller, because partly I think it... Madam, what are you doing? Ref, nothing wrong with that. Come on, what are you blind? Madam, not only are you getting paid millions of dollars to make these shots, but you have to save the... Look, Afro Wario, come on. How do you guard that? So sexy. You there. Foul shooting is hard. You have to get half the ball within the circle, and it goes so fast. Like, the worse the foul shooter is, the faster the ball goes. And the higher difficulties, it gets even faster, so it's really hard. So I'm not good with foul shooting, I should say. Samalki Walker. Freaking Samalki Walker. Why is he in this game? Samalki Walker. Ugh. I never really did get back to the fouling. Fouling is not really consistent. You'll notice sometimes that I or the other team will commit a foul when the player doesn't even seem to be around the person with the ball or something like that. So it can be very, very bitchy with making calls. And other times you'll see people get plowed over, which obviously in real life it would be a foul, but it's not. Sometimes they call it, sometimes they don't. So they're not very consistent with the fouling, so I love that. It's so great. Oh, Brenda with the behind-the-back pass. That was awesome. Another thing, it is pretty... What the hell was Sith doing? Sith, what were you doing, man? The game's pretty consistent with calling fouls and, being out of bounds or doing, the 3-second violation, the 5-second, the 8-second, all that stuff. But the only thing it's not really consistent with is goaltending. Like, you'll notice sometimes when the ball is obviously still above the rim or going down in the arc, it will, and the person blocks it, they won't call it. See, if you don't know anything about basketball, it's called goaltending when the ball is on its way down in its arc towards the rim. If it's going up and you block it, that's fine. But if it's going down or if it's above the rim, it's goaltending. And it could be offensive or defensive. Offensive usually means it's above the rim, that it looks like it's going to go in. And defensive, you jump 20 feet in the air and block it when it's coming down. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, with the steal, Madam Wario, back to Brenna makes it in. Woohoo! it gets so intense when I play this. Oh, it's so great. The reason why I love this game, because it could also be very intense. Now, I imagine a lot of you, did I even say this before? I don't remember. I imagine a lot of you don't like sports games, and that's fine. I mean, I don't like first-person shooter games. I don't really like many games, actually. I like the old stuff, that's about it. Like, the only new game I like is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up, which I play very religiously. It may even be my religion. But now, like, I can't really say it now, but back when I was younger, I would kind of get, like, in a zen kind of state when I'm playing. Like, I wouldn't even be thinking about what I'm doing, and I would be doing it, like, really well. And that's kind of not what happens here. I have to focus on the game, and, like, when it gets really close, and most of the time it does, I, like, have to pause the game and, like, walk back and forth and, like, put the hand above, like, almost like I'm pacing in a hospital, like, waiting for my wife's baby to be born, kind of like that. Like, I don't smoke, but you know how in the cartoons they smoke, like, 20 packs in, like, 5 seconds. But I don't do that, like, and then I yell at the screen, like, what? Like, what is going on here? What is going on here? Oh, man, what am I doing? Like, that kind of stuff. Ugh, I get so intense. What's the score? 60-57. We came back. We're coming back. Yeah, expect the games to be pretty much within... No, I don't see anybody getting higher than 15 points. And if that happens, the other team will probably come back. Probably, I should say. More likely, the Nintendo villains would make a better comeback than I would. If you ever get... I shouldn't say you, because not only would you probably not play this game, but chances are you probably wouldn't have these circumstances of making these characters exactly how I did. But if you ever... Now I forget the hell I was even talking about. Oh, well. Oh, Ganondorf, you suck! Hey, bitches! Hey, what? Hey, bitches! Hey, what? I love how I made the characters, too. I try to make them so they fit, like, the personality. Like myself, I had all those colorful bands because I consider myself a colorful person. I don't know. And, of course, 3 of us are girls. I mean, not me, or Sith, I think. But, you know, you had to, like, I had to make a few sex changes. So, if you ever, from now on, if you hear some of the female LPers with a deeper voice, you know why. I'm sorry, but, you know, they don't allow women on the NBA, which sucks, but there's a WNBA, but, you know. Okay, double team. No, Sith, what are you doing? Oh, did you see that? I grabbed it out of bounds, and I passed it while I was still above being out of bounds. That was awesome. Alright. You know, I do have a funny story to talk about. Okay. Last Sunday was the Super Bowl, or this Sunday that just passed, because technically this will be up before the next Sunday. Oh, look at that! Madame Morio just pile-drived it like it was some kind of pile driver. Yeah. Yeah, last Sunday was the Super Bowl. Now, my team was in it. I know they lost, and that pisses me off, because they played sticky, and if the game probably would have been another, or half a quarter longer, I think the Steelers would have came back and won, because they were really putting it together at the end. They sucked in the beginning. But I can't really say that I'm totally upset, because I didn't even get to see the game at all. And I have a good reason why, so let me explain. Alright. My grandfather does that. I got some rum for the Super. I'm not much of a drinker, okay? I'm not much of a drinker. The most I ever got was buzzed. Like, slightly buzzed. I don't like the taste of other alcohols. I'm not a big fan of beer. I don't really take much for it. I'm not really into parties. You know how, like, the frat parties. Ooh, I think that's just stupid. It makes people look stupid. It's horrendous. Don't ever go to one of those. It's not worth it. But it's when you have like 5-6 people over, like really good friends of yours, you're just sitting down watching something. It's not bad. Slightly buzzed. I know everyone says, "Oh, it's a good feeling." Yeah. It kind of is a little bit. Okay. And please do not take me as a drinker, because I am not a drinker. The best I'll do is probably once a month. Okay? Alright. Now, I got some for the Super Bowl, because it is the Super Bowl. My team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, got into it. Have a little bit of some. Yeah, okay. Now, also, every Sunday at 12 p.m., my EST time, my Eastern Standard Time, I talk to Tina on Skype. And we talk for many hours, actually. Many, many hours. And recently, a new LPer by the name of I always mix the numbers up. Little Foo 68. She also joins us. So the three of us talk for like a few hours, okay? And I thought it would be a really, really outstanding idea, even though the game didn't start until 6 p.m., 6:30ish, that kind of time. I decided to start drinking at around 12 p.m. Okay? Okay, so I'm drinking casually. Sometimes I chug it. Sometimes I just take one tiny little sip. And I'm talking with Tina and Little Foo. And, we're getting really into that kind of stuff. The conversations are getting pretty cool and all that kind of stuff. Ah. And then I'm not really paying attention to how much I'm drinking. All right? Before I know it, I'm 4 cups deep. Oh, Tina! Just plowed that guy over. I just realized what I just said. It sounded funny. I had 4 cups. And let me tell you that I don't know if you would call it drunk, but I got pretty intoxicated. And we started at 12 p.m. and the conversation ended at 5:30 p.m. Let me say I do not remember anything that we talked about. I do not remember anything. So I had to PM them and tell them that I'm sorry, guys. I never let myself go like this. I do not know what kind of drunk I was. I hope I didn't say anything like violent or sexual or not like anything offensive. It turns out that I'm actually a very, very apologetic drunk. That I talked about puberty, and I don't really remember what else. Like if I remember the topics, it would probably be a lot funnier. But I do not remember anything that happened. But I do remember the end that. They kept telling me to go to bed, and I eventually did, but I fell over, in the middle of the floor for 10 minutes, and then I eventually got up and went to bed, and I slept for 16 hours, and I completely missed the Super Bowl, which pisses me off, but it was probably for the better, because I was really out of it. And I better pay attention to this game, because it's getting pretty close. Alright, Afro Wario made it. Alright. Wow, 84%, it's pretty good. Right, come on. If I just make a basket here, I do not remember what happened in these games. So, even though this is post commentary, it's almost pretty new to me. I don't remember what happened. Come on, I need a basket and one more. Frick! Come on, we gotta win game 1. Don't let him score. Yeah, Tina, go Tina. Sif, get the ball. No! Oh no! Call the timeout. I am up by 1. That is a good advantage. Oh, we're up by 1. Just hold. Don't let it get stolen. Don't let it get stolen. Woo! 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 Game 1, guys. Game 1 is ours. Hip hip hooray! Darkmine and Sith and Tina chest bump there. Sith got Tina's stomach. It was kind of funny. Player of the game is Tina. 13 for 15. Christ, that is damn good. Great player. Alright, Sith only had 2 points. Madam at 25. That's pretty good. Brennan had a lot too. Alright, 3 for 6. It's not bad for 3-point wise. Foul shots. That's awful. It's awful. Rebounding, not so great. 8 blocks, that's pretty damn impressive. Not a lot of steals. 10 assists, that's pretty good, Sith. Pretty good. Madam at 7, that's pretty good. I had 6 turnovers, that's bad. That's awful. Mr. Dower Power, you suck. You suck! Captain Foul. Look, Ganondorf only had 2 points. He usually averages 25 to 30. Can't imagine what it would have been like if he was actually in the game. I guess points would have been more distributed evenly, but who knows. Nah. Stats are fairly the same. Blocks, not much. They had a lot of steals. Meta Knight had a lot of assists. Turnovers, Meta Knight had a lot of turnovers. Well, that is game 1, guys. We win game 1, so I will see you next time back in LA for game 2. Later!